Do you ever feel like you're still holding on to things that no longer serve you? As we get older, we begin to see life differently. What once seemed necessary, whether it was approval from others, staying up to date on the latest trends, or filling every moment with activity, starts to lose its importance. After 60, you gain a new level of clarity, realizing that some things just don't deserve your energy anymore. In this video, we're diving into 6 things that become unnecessary after you turn 60. Some of them might surprise you, while others might be things you've already started letting go of. Either way, recognizing what no longer adds value to your life can free up time, energy, and peace of mind, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Because after all, the best years of your life shouldn't be weighed down by things that no longer bring you joy. Stay with us until the end, because you may find that letting go of these 6 things could change your life in a way you never expected, and once you do, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Now let's get started. Number 1, keeping up with trends. When we were young, trends seemed to dictate our every move, from the latest fashions to the newest gadgets that promised to change our lives. I recall a dear friend, Margaret, who, in her 40s, would spend hours in stores comparing outfits and checking the latest magazine spreads to ensure she was dressed just right for every occasion. But as Margaret grew older, she began to realize that her true style was not about keeping up with fleeting trends, but about embracing what made her feel comfortable and genuine. Now she chooses clothing that expresses her personality and fits her lifestyle, simple, elegant, and timeless. Research shows that once people reach their later years, the drive to chase every new trend often diminishes. A study published by the Journal of Aging and Social Policy found that older adults are less influenced by fashion trends and more concerned with comfort and functionality. This shift is not about being out of touch. Rather, it's about understanding that real value lies in authenticity. Life lessons from the elderly remind us that true style comes from within, and that the best trends are the ones that honor who we truly are. Consider the technology we once thought was essential. Many of us remember the excitement of owning the latest phone or gadget. Yet, as we've grown, many of us realize that our devices should serve us, not the other way around. Frank, a retired engineer, now finds joy in using his simple flip phone, which he says connects him to the people he loves without the constant barrage of notifications and updates that once stressed him out. But what is a trend you once followed passionately, and how do you feel about it now when you look back? Number 2. Seeking everyone's approval. For a long time, many of us spent our lives trying to win the approval of others, be it family, friends, or society at large. We've all had moments when we made decisions not because they resonated with our true selves, but because we felt we needed to meet others' expectations. I remember my friend James, who in his younger days was always eager to please. He took on jobs, attended social gatherings, and even altered his interests to fit in. But as the years went by, James discovered that seeking validation from others often left him feeling empty and disconnected from his own desires. After 60, a remarkable transformation takes place. You begin to understand that you cannot please everyone, and more importantly, you don't need to. Genuine fulfillment comes from honoring your own choices and living a life that resonates with your inner truth. Statistics show that as people age, their overall satisfaction in life increases when they prioritize self-care and authenticity over the need for external validation. Real-life examples abound. Take Eleanor, a retired teacher who decided to follow her passion for painting after she turned 60. Instead of worrying about whether her artwork met others' standards, she embraced her unique style, and today, her paintings are celebrated in local galleries. Her journey is a testament to the fact that once you stop seeking everyone's approval, you unlock a newfound confidence that allows you to flourish. Remember, dear friends, that life lessons from the elderly teach us that approval is fleeting but self-respect endures. Embrace your individuality, for it is the very essence of your wisdom and beauty. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 2 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 3, overloading your schedule. For decades, we were taught that a packed schedule was a sign of success. Our calendars were filled with work meetings, family gatherings, social events, and endless to-do lists. Many of us believed that busyness equated to productivity and importance. I recall my dear friend Linda, who in her 50s would rarely turn down an invitation or an opportunity, even if it meant sacrificing precious rest and personal time. However, as Linda embraced her 60s, she began to understand that constant busyness was not a badge of honor. It was a source of stress and exhaustion. Studies have shown that excessive busyness can lead to burnout and decreased overall well-being. As we age, our bodies and minds naturally seek balance and meaningful engagement. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters. Intentional living becomes a way of life, where each moment is valued and every activity is chosen with care. Think of Harold, who, after retiring from a long career, decided to simplify his daily routine. Instead of filling every minute with appointments and obligations, he carved out time for leisurely walks, reading, and connecting with his grandchildren. Harold found that by reducing his busy schedule, he not only improved his health, but also deepened his relationships and overall happiness. Remember, life lessons from the elderly remind us that time is our most precious resource. We must learn to say no to the unnecessary in order to say yes to the moments that truly enrich our lives. What is one activity you used to do simply because you felt you had to, and how might your life change if you let it go? Number 4, holding on to toxic relationships. Throughout our lives, we encounter many people. Some become close friends or family members who nurture and support us, while others may bring negativity and stress. In our younger years, we might have held on to relationships out of a sense of duty or the hope that things would eventually improve. I remember my cousin Carol, who maintained contact with a relative who was often critical and unsupportive. For years, Carol felt obligated to keep the relationship alive, despite the emotional toll it took on her. After turning 60, many of us come to a powerful realization. Our time and energy are too precious to be wasted on relationships that drain us. It becomes clear that holding on to toxic relationships can block us from experiencing the full beauty of life. Recent research supports this view, indicating that older adults who foster positive, supportive relationships tend to enjoy better mental and physical health. When we let go of relationships that no longer serve us, we open up space for more nurturing connections. Consider the experience of George, a retired veteran, who decided to distance himself from acquaintances whose negativity overshadowed his joy. In doing so, George found a renewed sense of peace and began to cultivate a circle of friends who celebrated his successes and supported him through challenges. Let us remember that life lessons from the elderly teach us the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who uplift and inspire us. It's not about bitterness or regret. It's about honoring our need for emotional well-being and genuine connection. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 4 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 5, worrying about what others think. For much of life, many people carry the weight of other people's opinions. You may have spent years making decisions based on what was expected of you, choosing a career, a lifestyle, even your words and actions, because you feared being judged. But once you turn 60, something becomes clear. Most of the things you're worried about never really mattered. The truth is, people have opinions about everything, no matter what you do. Someone will always have something to say. If you dress a certain way, some will approve and others won't. If you make a big decision, some will support you and others will criticize. Trying to please everyone is a game you can never win. And at this stage in life, you realize you no longer need to play. Think about how much time is wasted over the years, second-guessing yourself because of what someone else might think. How many moments of joy were muted because you worried about looking silly? How many dreams were set aside because you feared what people would say? But after 60, you begin to see things differently. You realize that true freedom comes when you stop living for the approval of others and start living for yourself. This doesn't mean you stop caring about people, it means you stop giving their opinions power over your happiness. The people who genuinely care about you will accept you for who you are, not for who they want you to be. And those who constantly judge or criticize, their opinions were never about you, they were about their own insecurities. Letting go of this worry is one of the most liberating things you can do. You no longer waste time trying to fit into a mold that was never meant for you. Instead, you embrace your choices fully, speak your mind without hesitation, and enjoy life without the unnecessary burden of judgment. In doing so, you find a new level of confidence and peace. Think back to a time when you allowed someone else's opinion to influence your decision. How might your choice have been different if you had followed your own heart? Number 6, buying and accumulating more stuff. For decades, life may have been centered around acquiring things, a bigger house, a nicer car, more clothes, better furniture. There was always something new to buy, something else to add. But after 60, you begin to see possessions differently. You start to realize that having more doesn't always mean having better. In fact, the things you own can often end up owning you. Look around your home. How many things do you truly use, and how many just sit there taking up space? Over the years, it's easy to accumulate belongings, thinking they'll bring happiness, security, or a sense of achievement. But as you get older, you realize that it's not the possessions that bring joy, it's the experiences, the people, and the moments that truly matter. There's a reason so many people feel relief after decluttering. Letting go of unnecessary things isn't just about making space in your home, it's about making space in your life. A house filled with unused items can feel overwhelming, while a home that holds only what is useful or meaningful feels peaceful. And at this stage in life, peace is far more valuable than stuff. Another shift happens when you stop chasing the need to impress others. When you were younger, there may have been pressure to have the right car, the right clothes, the right furniture to show success. But now, you no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. You buy what you need, and you stop worrying about what others think of it. That kind of freedom is priceless. Perhaps most importantly, you start thinking about what truly lasts. At the end of life, no one wishes they had bought more things, they wish they had more time, more love, more experiences, the joy of a shared meal, the warmth of laughter, the peace of a simple life. These are the things that truly enrich a person's later years, not another new gadget, another piece of furniture, or another unnecessary commitment. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 6 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Final thoughts. As we wrap up our conversation today, let's take a gentle moment to reflect on the 6 things that often become unnecessary after 60. Keeping up with trends, seeking everyone's approval, overloading our schedule, holding on to toxic relationships, worrying about what others think, and accumulating too much stuff. Each of these can fill our days and hearts with clutter both in our homes and in our minds, but when we learn to let them go, we open up precious space for what truly matters: peace, connection, and the joy of living life on our own terms. In this season of life, it's not about chasing after what once seemed important. It's about embracing the calm that comes with experience, the confidence born of wisdom, and the freedom to enjoy every beautiful moment. So, I invite you to ask yourself, which of these 6 things are you ready to set aside? Which have you already gently let go and which might still be holding you back? Whether it's decluttering a room, setting healthy boundaries, or simply caring less about opinions that don't serve you, that first step can make all the difference. Remember, the best years of your life are not behind you. They are unfolding right now, waiting for you to embrace them with an open heart. Thank you for joining me today. I would love to hear from you. Please share in the comments one thing you learned today and how you plan to use that wisdom in your life. Your thoughts mean the world to us and inspire us to continue creating content that informs and uplifts. If you found today's message helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with a friend. Your support not only warms our hearts but also helps us reach others with messages of hope and encouragement. As we part ways for now, I leave you with a timeless proverb: the older the fiddle, the sweeter the tune. May you continue to find sweetness and strength in every chapter of your life. Thank you, and until next time, take care and cherish every moment.